Alright, so now we are riding the Suzuki 8R. Brand new offering by Suzuki. The entire 800cc series is brand new for them. But this is a 776cc parallel twin. About 82 horsepower. 57 foot-pounds of torque, weighing in about 450 pounds, and running about $9,500 US dollars. I have a 29-inch inseam. I can get both platforms firmly on the ground. Nice, comfortable height for me. Let's go. Nice dash, a lot of good information there. It's like full color display. I just got off of a Trident Daytona 660, which is a little more limited on the electronics, but I'm interested to try out this parallel twin. The riding position is actually a little bit more upright than that Daytona. I've not ridden a lot of sport bikes, so I don't have a lot to compare to, but I will say that this riding position is much more like the naked bike. I do know that they developed the 8S first, which is their naked, and then slapped on some fairings and some clip-ons, and now we have the 8R. I have not ridden a parallel twin in quite a while, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, that was interesting. Took a second for it to click in. It was odd. Something is loud. I don't know if that sound is coming across on the video. Something clanky. Maybe that's just the nature of the twin. I can definitely hear the motor. Just side note, I wanted to get on the blue one, but somebody beat me to it, so I'm on the yellow one, which is fine. Alright, so glass on the mirrors is pretty clean. I'm just kind of checking things out as we go away from the track. Nice wide mirror set. See around you. So it sounds like modern day riders are not really focused on buying track purpose-built machines. They want more road bikes. So this was Suzuki's answer. Of course, you know, they've got the GSXr. That's their full-on sport bike. I think this is supposed to be more of a go-between between the naked and the sport bike, so call it a faired naked. Because I definitely do not feel like I'm leaning forward a ton. I'll have to, as soon as I get off this bike, I'll jump on the 8S, which is actually right next to me, and see what the difference is like. Looks like I do see some risers on his handlebars over there, so it'll be a little bit more upright, but this is not leaned over by any stretch of the imagination. Definitely some vibration here. Now, I would expect that more with the parallel twin, but I did read that they put some harmonic balancers in here of some sort to help kind of smooth things out a little bit, so I'm sure that helped, or else they would not have spent the time to do it. But the vibration in the feet at anything above 5,000 RPM is noticeable. easy to tuck. These handlebars are kind of wide for a sport bike, I would imagine. Don't have a lot of experience with sport bikes, which is why I am doing these rides. But if you are looking to go from either a standard bike, something more upright, or a naked, then just the outright, this feels like a nice go-between. It's very comfortable. Got some decent pull on it. Man, that vibration. Yeah, as soon as you hit about 5,000 RPM, it gets significant. Handlebars are comfortable. Good feel. Pretty short throw for the clutch. Brake engages pretty quickly. It looks like it's adjustable here. The brake is adjustable, the clutch is not. The divot here in the tank is not super forming to the leg, but it does provide a decent grip. I think some grippy tape or stick-ons would be helpful. The paint is pretty slick. Looks like that 8S is matte, so you might get a little bit better grip on that one, maybe. Alright, here we go. Alright, so clutch engagement is pretty quick off the start. Alright, so it's got decent pull. At 57 foot-pounds torque. I was expecting a little bit more out of the 776cc motor. Of course, it's been a long time, but getting on something like a street triple 765, of course it's a triple, it's a little hard to compare the two motors, but that just shows you how efficient those triple engines are. I love that motor. Anyway, not talking about the triple, we're talking about this parallel twin. Let's talk about the suspension. I can feel all the little bumps in the road. It's not painful, the seat's pretty comfortable so you don't feel it, but it is noticeable. So if I come across a larger bump, it could impact the ride. Got a full 6-gear transmission, which is nice. You do, on these parallel twins, need to manage your RPM because it bogs down low. You don't have a whole lot of pull. Once you get to the middle upper part of that power band, say above 4.5 or 5,000 RPM, then you really start to feel that pull. So for instance, if I'm at 3,000 here, it did not really like that. Brakes grip pretty well. No issues there, no hesitations, no sponginess. It did it again. They did not like going into second. That's strange. I wonder if that's just the transmission or there's something wrong with this bike. Oh, yeah, okay, so that's what I was talking about earlier about those bumps. Definitely felt those. So it's I wouldn't say it's a stiff suspension, but it's definitely firm, which is what you need if you're going to be, you know, screaming around some corners. I think this could be a great daily rider if you like that more, you know, forward riding position, but you don't want the full-on tuck of a sport bike. This would be comfortable to commute around town, or if you're a weekend warrior at the track. See, that time it did it fine. Maybe it's me, I don't know, but twice now It is not engaged second gear. Maybe the clutch is sticky. I just keep thinking about how I don't want to use the word harsh, but how much vibration there is in this parallel twin. Now, I could be, you know, just spoiled with my triple, and you know, some people will yell at me and say I'm trying to make a comparison between a premium brand and a Japanese brand. But, you know, the Daytona's cheaper. Same. I don't remember. I want to say the Daytona's cheaper because I looked. I just forget the number off the top of my head. This one's running about 9.5, and I think that was running about 9.5 too. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference price-wise. But for me, get the Daytona. It pulls much harder than this. It's a smoother ride. If you're more worried about things like electronics, this one probably has some more rider modes that the other bikes don't have. Other than you get into Aprilia and the RS660 or the Tuono 660, then you're going to come into a lot of gadgets there. Yeah, just so much vibration. You get up in a power band enough to where that power is and where you can actually get some pull on it. It's rattling you to death, man. The other parallel twins I've ridden have not been this jarring with the vibration, I guess is the term I'm looking for. I can definitely feel it in the feet for sure. Something in front of me smells. One of these bikes, it's kind of an oil odor to it. Okay, well, we're heading back to the track now, so I can just sum things up. Is it a capable bike? Absolutely. I think you'll have a good time on it if you're looking for a Suzuki and you want something that's kind of sporty but not a full-on sport bike. You want something with some fairings, then this could be, and you like the parallel twin. I think that's the big deciding factor here, is what kind of motor do you want in your bike. If you like the parallel twin, you like the sound of the twin, you like how it pulls at the higher RPMs, these things definitely want to stay up there. That's where your power is, that's where your pull is going to be. But the vibration, I just can't get past that. It is so evident. Like right now, cruising in fourth gear at 3,000 RPM, it doesn't like it. This is what it likes. That's where it wants to go. I think that's more, you know, track built kind of thing, even though they, you know, Suzuki says they're trying to go for more of a road bike with track influence, which I can definitely see this as fitting that niche. However, definitely leaning more towards the track side, because that's where you're going to be sitting there at the higher RPMs. You're gonna keep the revs up, so you got the pull. I just don't think that is conducive to commuting and street riding. So if you're doing mainly track days or carving some canyons and you're an experienced rider that can, you know, get the bike up in the revs and run it to its full potential, then yeah, I could see that working. But just from a simple comfortability standpoint, as a commuter, you know, I commute on my bike, I like doing road trips. This would not work for that. If I am wanting to do some track days, this might be a decent track bike. But I do think there are some better options. So would I buy one? No, I would not. Now, if I get an opportunity to do a longer test, I could have more information, but yeah, not a fan. Not my cup of tea. I don't even think it's the riding position. I was thinking that I just would not like the riding position on this bike, but I don't hate the riding position. The riding position is fine. I don't like the motor. But if parallel twins are your thing, by all means, go for it. I know people are probably going to flame me in the comments, but that's alright. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Alright, so what I'm going to do, just so I can see the difference, as soon as I park, I'm going to see if I can go jump on an 8S. Throttle's a little jerky. Slow speed too. Alright, let's go sit on this 8S real quick. See if it's any different. Yeah, I mean it is more upright, but not by much. Maybe an inch rise. Yeah, just don't like the motor. It vibrates too much. It's just not very smooth. Now, I'm spoiled with that triple. I get it, but I'm just not a fan. I do want to ride another parallel twin and see how that goes, to see if I get the same feeling, the same issue with it. There's something wrong with that clutch too. Twice it just did not lock into second, and it popped in, and that was a little freaky. If I was mid-corner or on a track somewhere doing something, that would have been a major issue. Anyway, go take a ride on one. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you own one of these, let me know if I'm just way off base here, or actually I'm really curious about the clutch situation going into second. Have you ever noticed that, where it just pops in and all of a sudden you're just on the power? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you next time, and keep the shiny side up.